The moon is an integral part of our planet's ecosystem. It stabilizes Earth's tilt and influences the tides, weather patterns, and even the length of a day. But what would happen if the moon suddenly disappeared? Would anything change at all? Well, it turns out that even within just 24 hours, our world would be turned upside down. No moon landing. First off, we would wake up to an eerie sight. Animals such as bats, owls, and nocturnal insects rely on the moonlight to navigate and hunt during the night. Without the moon, they would struggle to find their way around, leading to disorientation and potential starvation. Although the sun is relatively stable in terms of brightness, the amount of sunlight reaching Earth's surface can vary depending on factors like cloud cover and the time of year. Auroras occur when charged particles from the sun, known as solar wind, interact with gases in Earth's upper atmosphere. You see, the moon acts as a heat sink, absorbing energy from the sun and releasing it back into the atmosphere, which helps regulate global temperatures. It's responsible for the tides in the oceans and also affects the movement of air masses and moisture patterns in the atmosphere. The moon's gravitational pull influences the rotation of our planet, and this rotation is a driving force behind the formation of winds. Surface winds are generated by differences in air pressure between various latitudes, and the moon's influence on these pressure gradients is significant. It would trigger a domino effect of changes that would alter our planet's dynamics in big and small ways. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. From weather patterns to animal behavior, everything would be affected. Thankfully, that's just a hypothetical scenario. As of now, the moon continues to be a faithful companion to Earth, playing a crucial role in our planet's rhythm. Without the moon, our planet would rotate differently, leading to altered wind patterns. For instance, the Coriolis effect, which causes winds to deflect to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere, would be modified. This change could impact weather systems, ocean currents, and ultimately affect climate zones across the globe. All of these factors contribute to the formation of clouds and precipitation. With the moon's absence, we would lose a natural timekeeping mechanism that has guided humans for centuries. Our perception of time at night would become fluid without the familiar cycle of day and night. This could lead to disorientation and difficulty in coordinating activities, affecting sleep schedules and overall well-being. Without the moon's gravitational pull, Earth's rotation would be slightly different, altering the length of a day by approximately 6 minutes. This change might not be noticeable in everyday life, but it would accumulate over time. Additionally, the absence of the moon could affect the accuracy of GPS systems, which rely on precise measurements of time and Earth's rotation for positioning. Without the moon's stabilizing influence, GPS signals could become less accurate, impacting navigation and location-based services. So without the moon, our planet would experience significant changes in weather patterns, leading to less rainfall and more dry spells. Regions that currently receive ample rainfall, such as the Amazon rainforest, might face droughts, while areas that experience droughts, like the Sahara Desert, might see an increase in rainfall. Such shifts in precipitation patterns could have profound ecological consequences, affecting plant and animal life worldwide. Without the moon, our planet's climate system would be thrown into disarray. Research has shown that the moon's influence on Earth's energy balance results in a cooling effect of about 30 degrees Celsius on average. Additionally, the moon's gravitational pull affects wind patterns, contributing to the formation of clouds and precipitation. Without the moon, weather patterns would be altered, potentially leading to more extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, and floods. This interaction causes the gases to become electrically charged, which leads to the mesmerizing displays of light. The moon's presence can interfere with this process by altering the ionization state of the atmosphere. When the moon is full, the increased brightness can mask the faint glow of auroras, making them harder to detect. On the other hand, when the moon is in its new phase, auroras can be more prominent as the night sky is darker and there is less interference from moonlight. So without the moon, we might witness more frequent and brighter auroras dancing across the night sky. However, the moon doesn't emit its own light. Instead, it reflects the sun's rays. This means that the brightness of the moon can fluctuate based on its position relative to the sun and Earth. As the moon rotates, different parts are illuminated by the sun, giving us various moon phases throughout the year. These phases can also influence star visibility. During a full moon, the bright lunar glow can make it challenging to observe stars, especially fainter ones. Conversely, when the moon is in its new phase, the night sky becomes darker, allowing for better star visibility. So without the moon, we would be able to enjoy a much clearer view of the stars. Additionally, animals that use the moon for mating rituals, such as certain species of frogs, would also be thrown off track. So if you live in an area with lots of wildlife, you might notice an increase in the number of dead animals lying around after a day without the moon. The sky would appear unusually dark, as the absence of moonlight would cast long shadows from the darkness. Several studies have examined the impact of moonlight on plant growth and development. One experiment conducted by researchers at the University of South Florida revealed that exposure to moonlight can enhance photosynthesis in plants by placing some of the plants under direct moonlight. The team observed an increase in carbon dioxide uptake and water evaporation, compared to those kept in darkness. This suggests that moonlight can stimulate plant metabolism, even in the absence of sunlight. However, too much moonlight can be harmful to plants. Studies have shown that exposing plants to moonlight for extended periods can inhibit their growth. In one study, researchers found that while moderate moonlight levels promoted seed germination, excessive exposure to moonlight reduced germination rates. Another study demonstrated that high levels of moonlight can hinder the growth of seedlings. These findings suggest that maintaining a balance of moonlight is crucial for optimal plant growth. Overall, if the moon were to disappear, many plants would likely suffer and die, which in turn could affect the animals that feed on them. Without the moon, we wouldn't see the regular rise and fall of sea levels, which means coastal areas would be permanently inundated. Oceans would still rise and fall due to differences in temperature and wind patterns. But these changes would be less significant compared to those caused by the moon's gravity. Depending on how fast the moon disappeared, we might have had a few seconds or even minutes to witness a spectacular view of Earth's satellite breaking apart into countless pieces. If we were lucky enough to spot this view, we could see the moon explode like a fireworks display illuminating the night sky with bright light before hurtling to its demise. No tidal waves. Next, we wouldn't experience any tidal waves, since the moon's gravitational pull is a major factor affecting ocean tides. No more nightmares. Did you know that the moon's gravitational pull also affects us humans? Well, not directly, but it does influence the length of our sleep cycles. Without the moon, our sleep patterns would likely be affected quite significantly. See, the moon's cycle is approximately 27 days long. And interestingly, studies have shown that human pregnancy also lasts around 270 days on average. Researchers believe there's a connection between the lunar cycle and the biological clocks in our bodies, including our sleep cycles. In fact, some mental health professionals even use the phrase once in a blue moon to describe someone who experiences a psychotic. It's episode only once every 2 years during the full moon. So if the moon vanished, more people might suffer from insomnia and experience sleep disturbances. But hey, at least we wouldn't have to worry about any werewolf attacks anymore. No more bull. Speaking of animal behavior, the disappearance of the moon would cause chaos among nocturnal creatures. No moon, no life. But it's not just animals that depend on the moon. Plants also benefit from its presence. No stars in the sky, no aurora. Similar to the stars, the moon's brightness can also affect the occurrence of the northern lights or aurora borealis. No temperature changes. One of the most significant effects of the moon's disappearance would be felt in the realm of temperatures. No more rain. Speaking of rain, the moon's gravitational pull is actually a major factor in the water cycle. No winds of change. Furthermore, the absence of the moon would disrupt global wind patterns. No sleep for use. Perhaps one of the most immediate effects of a day without the moon would be the inability to tell the time at night. Overall, losing the moon wouldn't just mean losing a beautiful view in the night sky. But here's a question for you. What would you miss the most about the moon if it suddenly disappeared?